Could you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Marie Khouri. I'm a sculptor based in Vancouver and Paris. I started sculpting later in my life. It's something that came to me when I was 32. And coming to Vancouver 15 years ago has really given a very big essor, as we say in French, a big jump to my career.
Where and when were you born?
I was born in Egypt in 1960. My parents fled Egypt when Nasser came to power and they immigrated to Lebanon. We lived there till I was 15 years old. And when the war broke out, and after my father's assassination, my mother, my brother, and I immigrated to Canada. So that was my first encounter with Canada.
What was your first impression and how did you feel when you moved to Vancouver?
You know, the first time I came to Vancouver, it was under very difficult circumstances. My father was assassinated. We came basically with the Red Cross because all of our assets were blocked in Lebanon, so we couldn't do anything with them. We couldn't take money out. So we started a true life of immigrants, starting from scratch and starting from nothing. We didn't speak the language, so it was a turbulent time, but we were very lucky to be accepted and received in a country that welcomes.
You have a diverse multicultural experience and background. How has this affected your life and artworks?
Again, because I did not have one parameter to look at. I had a whole outlet of them. So I could, pitch and take from whatever culture I wanted. European, Spanish, Italian, Middle Eastern. And I think that by speaking Arabic, being an interpreter and then an artist allowed to come full circle in a body of work that I had done, that the first piece read, "Let's sit and talk." And it was a reaction of my work to a little bit the life I had, to Lebanon, to the civil war, to this area in the Middle East where it just, never ceases to fight. And it was a way of saying, are we able now to maybe sit down and communicate in a different way than weapons? And so I created, with the Arabic alphabet, benches that you were able to sit on and that were sculptures at the same time. So I have one right now at the Vancouver Art Gallery that reads, "I love," because what I did is I created the whole Arabic alphabet into sculptures that are seats and that now I can decline into sentences for different countries, for different cities, for different places.
We have your sculpture, The Forest Spirit in North Vancouver. Could you tell us more about the sculpture?
Is that the globe? So the globe I did for Polygon, and it was a very interesting, fun way of finding a concept. Because I drove up, I was, to make a little bracket, I was at Capilano University as an artist in residence. We were a few adults that enjoyed sharing the space there, and we were able to create. I stayed there for 9 years using the possibility of sculpting there. And so when I drove up the pathway to see the development, I didn't know what I was going to propose. And so I decided to go to Canyon Park, right across from the development. And as I was taking a walk, I saw a lot of cedar trees, beautiful cedar trees. And then it started raining. And I had water in the lens, and I was taking the shots. And as I always do, once I visit the site, I come home, I download all the photos, I take a look at the site, I take a look at the forest that I've taken, and then I saw all of those circles that were into the lens when I took the shots. And there was a waterfall at the same time that created noise and all of that. So somehow I just said, what if I do a sphere built out of cedar branches that can sit on a water feature as a waterfall? And that's how the concept happened. So it was serendipity in a way that I decided to take a walk across it. And often in life, sometimes things are like that. They're just meant to be.
Would you like to leave a message or a few kind words for newcomers and artists who look up to becoming someone like you?
Yes, I think that if they've been able to come here, it's a very, very big opportunity that they have. There's a lot of, it's not easy because there aren't a lot of galleries, unfortunately, to help emerging artists and to allow them to show their work. However, there are a lot of community outlets. I started in here showing in what they called Artists in Our Midst. It was, the community opened their houses to artists where the people could come to each artist's home and see what they did with groups. So there are a lot of artist possibilities in the community. Reach out to them, don't hide, go to them, embrace them, don't be shy, and work, hard work. Nothing happens without the hard work. It's not a lottery. You have to really work at it and give the best of yourself. Always the best. Don't take the easy road. Don't repeat things that sell easy. That's not the answer. I think that if you want to do important and creative work, you have to challenge yourself. You can't find it easy. Every piece that you're doing should have its difficulties and its challenges, and it should take you time to do it and to embrace it.